Hey everybody! I am on a little break from my teaching evening and things are getting real crazy. Back to school, back to lots and lots of students. I think I have maybe about 35 students right now, which is so crazy and amazing. So many people coming back from vacation and back from summer. A lot of parents pull their kids out of voice lessons for the summer, voice and piano lessons. And I do teach piano lessons too, believe it or not. And so, yeah, the gang is back in town and it is wild. So I didn't do a live last week because I was on vacation, which was amazing. I went with my husband and we went to Mexico. It's really easy to get to Mexico from DC, so it's a fun place for us to go. So I see you guys popping in. Hey, tell me where you're streaming this from and let me know what's going on. Hey, Henry. Hey, Avery. Where are you guys tuning in from? So I'm in DC, obviously. Maybe not so obvious. I don't know. Sometimes they say that, sometimes they don't. Yes, I am in Washington, DC. And I wanted to make sure to do a live today because I didn't get to do one last week. Greetings from South Africa. Oh my gosh, so cool. What time is it? What time is it there right now? It's gotta be like the wee hours in the morning. Here it is 7:11. So it's a weird day today because it's September 11th. So, you know, it's always a day of reflection here in the United States, and always kind of have to take like a little bit of time to just reflect on that and on all the stuff that happened on September 11th. I was actually in 4th grade when the attack happened in 2001, and so I have kind of a little bit of skewed memory just because I was so young, but I do remember one teacher coming into our room and whispering into my teacher's ear, and then there was kind of like commotion, and since we were so young we didn't watch any of the news coverage, but I went to a Catholic school and we did have like a mass that day and stuff like that. So anyway, Avery's from Hawaii. Oh my gosh, I'm sure it's so beautiful there. So anyway, it's September and I just hit 14,000 subscribers, which is so awesome. I can't believe it. You guys are just growing by every day. New people are finding the channel, and for those of you who are sharing, who've been sharing the channel and sending it to your friends, I really appreciate it. Honestly, like that is the best gift you can give me for watching my channel, is just that you just share it with people who really like music or people who like to sing, because about half my videos are reaction videos and half my videos are technique videos where we do vocal warm-ups or where we chat about singing and stuff like that. So I am trying to keep up with 3 videos a week. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a lot to do 3 videos a week. I didn't even believe like how much time it's taking, but each video I would say from like start to finish takes about 3 to 4 hours. And so 12 hours of YouTubing is a lot in 1 week. So anyway, I love that you guys are having a conversation. Yes. Oh my gosh, Avery, I'm so jealous that you live in Hawaii. So that's definitely on my to visit list. My brother and sister-in-law and all my in-laws actually all live in California, so it's very easy for them to get to Hawaii from there, but it's not so easy from the East Coast. Anyway, so yeah, basically either I need to hire a video editor or I need to figure out something to lighten the load. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Last week I only did 2 because I was just coming back and getting into the swing of things. But tomorrow I'm reacting to Lara Fabian. I know that you guys, a lot of you are big Lara fans. And I'm reacting to her singing Adagio, which I did react to Dimash. That was actually the first song I ever reacted to Dimash singing. And the first video that ever kind of, it didn't like per se go viral because it didn't have like over 1 million views or anything, but my like videos had only really been getting like about 100 views, and then I posted like that reaction to Dimash singing Adagio, and it got like, you know, 20 something views in like a couple of days, and I was like, whoa. What just happened? It was just bizarre. Henry says Lara is incredible and Adagio is so difficult. I know. I couldn't believe that the whole like B section that has so many like accidentals and stuff. I talk about that in the reaction. So really cool song though. And it was interesting hearing the whole thing, because little did I know that when I had reacted to Dimash singing it, that the thing I had reacted to, because I was again a total newbie at doing reactions, is that I had reacted to like a very cut up version of the song, and I like did not get it. But so this is the first time listening to the whole song. And then Friday I'm releasing a video called the top 3 mistakes that singers are making. And in that video I kind of just talk about like 3 little things that you might be doing that really are kind of quick fixes and that will really give you like a big bang for your buck. As far as fixing them, those problems will give you a lot of improvement. So that's what's going on with that. Additionally, oh, Henry. That's right. You're the one, Henry, I think you're the one that commented #1 way for me to like be a better singer, like don't sing or something like that, which gave me a chuckle. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, September is the first month that I ever launched my membership site. My membership site's called Total Vocal Transformation, and we have our founding members in there now that are enjoying it. And I am going to be relaunching it at the end of this month for October, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm really taking in the feedback from my students in there, just to make it like the best it can be, and to make sure that you guys are getting just a lot of help and information. And I think that the best part of being in the membership is that you get to send me 1 recording of yourself singing every month, and I send you back comments, suggestions, constructive criticism, and that's kind of your way to really get some feedback from me directly on your voice. So anyway, I'm hoping that more of you will sign on to joining that, because I know that it's going to get you guys a lot of results in your voice. So that's what I have to say about that. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you, Henry. That's so nice of you to say. It's definitely been a process, but it's up, it is alive, it is the thing that is real in the world, so I can't wait to grow it. Oh yeah, and I had an opera audition on Sunday that went really well, so we'll see. You know, auditions can go really well and you can still not get cast, so a lot of the haters on my channel have been commenting, if she's an opera singer, where are the videos of her singing opera? And I actually did make some recordings of me singing opera, and so maybe I'll share them. Maybe I won't, but I am an opera singer. Henry says, what is your vocal range? I'm a mezzo-soprano, and so I have a decent range. I sing probably between, oh my god, I never remember the numbering because I never used to go by these numbers. So 1, 2, so probably from like a D3 to a D6, E6, around there. But usually the highest note that's in any of my arias is C6. So as a mezzo, you know, we don't usually really use that upper extension, but remember, a lot of voice typing is about color and where you feel the most comfortable, where you sound the best, all those things. So lots of more people are coming in here. Who is all coming in? Who is all in here? Tell me where you're from and where you're listening from. Henry says, your range is wide for a mezzo. Respect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, the funny thing about all of this stuff is that, like, most singers, you know, most songs don't really require like that crazy of a range, you know. So, and it's really all about like where you sound the best, and not only like how high can you sing, but also, you know, is your voice even, like, is your voice even throughout your full range? Because that's really important too, that you don't sound like 5 different singers from your lowest range to your highest range. So that's something that we work a lot on in voice lessons, and that I work a lot with my students on, particularly in the switch between their chest and their head voice, bridging that gap using mix, and then also going into head. So anyway, yeah, so do you guys have any other questions? You guys are a quiet crowd tonight. I think the people who usually ask all the questions are probably already asleep. Because they're like, or maybe it's already morning. You guys, it's always like blows my mind how many different time zones watch my channel. It's like so crazy. I can see you guys like up in, you know, like where it's like 3 a.m. my time, and like, you know, 500 people are watching my YouTube or whatever. But yeah, so anyway, so I am getting ready to teach another lesson here. Oh, hey, David. Hi, Lauren. Oh, thank you. I thought your range was from A to G. Amazing. Good one. Henry says, what makes you angry at yourself when you practice? Good question. So I think I don't necessarily get angry at myself. I definitely get frustrated with myself sometimes. I think just really, I think this is like the thing for a lot of singers is like sometimes the switches and the adjustments that you make are so easy to make when you're with your voice teacher. And then when you're by yourself, it's kind of like SOL, I'm an abandoned child, and I cannot like figure out how to do this by myself. Which is why, you know, like I always record my voice lessons, and I encourage my students to record their voice lessons too. But it's just, sometimes you just have to hear it from your teacher like so many times before you can replicate it by yourself. And that actually did happen to me. All summer I was struggling with really using much more chest voice. Like when I was singing pretty much like anywhere, you know, below a B on the staff or even lower than that. I was still mixing in too much head voice, and I could hear her saying that to me. Like, I knew I was like trying to fix it, but then I had this like 2 weeks in August where I was just like really hardcore practicing for making my recordings. And so I was listening to I was like singing and then listening and then singing and then listening back. And then like all of a sudden, like everything clicked, and I realized exactly what she was talking about. And I realized not only what she was talking about, but how to feel what she was talking about in my own singing and in my own body. Like, how did it feel to me? And that was a big breakthrough, but I was definitely slamming my head against the wall for most of the summer, to be honest. And you know, just that kind of stuff. Like when you know you want to be more musical, when I know I want to be more musical, like I want to be giving better musical phrases, and I can't figure out how to like you know, coordinate that in my body, especially because, you know, 9 times out of 10 when I'm singing, I'm not mic'd. And so it's much, I'm not going to say that it's easier to sing when you're mic'd, but there is a whole level of volume that you never even need to achieve when you're being mic'd, as opposed to when you're not mic'd. And that really is a big part of the challenge about singing opera, is that you have to be in your resonance 100% of the time. And if you fall out of resonance, you're done. You know, you have to restart basically. Henry says, so your sound in your practice was not as powerful as you had hoped. It's not that it wasn't as powerful, it was more that it wasn't as, it didn't have as much core, as much like solidity, as much of my like chest voice as I wanted. And remember that chest voice does not equal powerful. Chest voice is just your register, right? And if you think about chest and head voice on a spectrum, I find that talking about it like that is a lot more helpful to think about than just like black and white, like, oh, chest voice or head voice. Even though when we're teaching it, it is helpful to break them up, by the way. Avery says, every time I try holding a high note for a little while, my voice always cracks. It's so frustrating. Avery, yeah, that can be a very frustrating problem to have. So there's a couple of reasons why we crack, okay? We crack because A, our muscles in our throat are putting too much tension on our larynx. And that can happen when we're not breathing enough, we're not singing with support, right? Another reason why cracking happens is because of, how do I say this? It's because you're stopping the breath, maybe. Like you get up, you're about to sing the high note, you close your vocal folds, and then you have to basically press them open with your air. That can cause a crack because it's like jolting, right? And the third main reason why I hear people cracking is because they're shifting the placement of the vowel, and their throat cannot keep up with the shift in placement, and they crack. And I find that that's also, actually all three of them are extremely common. I was doing some musical theater singing with one of my students yesterday, and she was cracking. That's why she was cracking, because she was starting in a very bright place with her vowels, and then she was putting them very far back. So those are a couple things you could explore for reasons why you're cracking. Fabian, hola! Okay guys, I gotta go teach this lesson. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys check out my reaction video tomorrow morning of Lara singing Adagio, and my technique vid Friday that's gonna be the 3 mistakes that people make the most, okay? See you later.